to you by the Critical Language Service. To learn more about our Arabic courses for schools, homeschool groups, and colleges taught via Skype and Telepresence, visit our website at www.criticallanguageservice.com.
Ba is the second letter of the Arabic alphabet. It is a connecting letter, which means that it connects to any letter following it in the same word. It has two hooks that we refer to as teeth. These two teeth are written facing each other at the beginning and end of the letter. The main part of the letter, that is the beginning tooth, and the dot always appear in the letter no matter where in a word it is written. However, the final tooth is not always written. Think of the final tooth as the tail of the letter that is only written when ba is written at the end of a word or independently. You can remember the sound the letter ba makes by thinking of the dot and how it is written below the letter, and so think of below and ba. Now let's look at how ba is written when it comes in the beginning, middle, and end of a word, as well as when it's written independently. Ba at the beginning of a word is written as half of the independent shape. You can see the independent shape at the right. So to arrive at the beginning shape of ba, we need to delete the final hook. Now you can see the B shape at the beginning of the word on the far left. Now watch as I write ba in its shape at the beginning of a word. Another important point is you need to write the dot underneath or near the beginning hook. In all connecting dotted letters, you should write the dot more or less underneath the beginning hook, although the exact placement of the dot may be a little different depending on different people's handwriting styles. Now watch it as I write ba in its shape at the middle of a word. When ba comes in the middle of the word, it has a connecting section that link it to the letters that come before and after it. Now watch as I write ba in its independent shape. So when ba is written independently, you see its full shape. It is written just like at the top of the page. We start with the tooth and then go down to the line, and then we write the final tooth facing the first tooth. Then to finish, we write the dot below it. Ba at the end of the word is written very similarly to the way it is written independently, except that it has a connecting section so that can connect to the letter that came before it. Now let's see how ba is written with other letters. Watch as I write the word bait. The word bait has ba in the beginning of the word and it means house. Now watch as I write the word Habib. The word Habib has ba in the middle of the word and it means deer. Now watch as I write the word Bab. The word Bab has ba used as an independent and it means door. Now watch as I write the word Kalb. The word Kalb has ba in the end of the word and it means dog.
Ta is the third letter in the Arabic alphabet. It is pronounced like the first T in the word teeth. When the letter appears in print, as in a book or a newspaper, it is written with two dots. When ta is written using handwriting, the two dots are simplified and changed into one line. Note that the shape of the letter Ta is the same as that of the letter Ba in all positions, except that instead of one dot below, it has two dots up top. When we write Ta independently, we write it like this. A good example of when Ta is written independently is the word toot, which means strawberry. When we write ta at the end of the word, it often attaches itself to the letter before, like this. Notice that this area here is the tail that we use to connect it to the letter before. A good example is the word bint, which means girl. Notice that when ta is at the end of the word, it can also be written independently. As in mat, which means dead. When ta is in the middle position, it's written like this. A good example is the word shita, which means winter. At the beginning of the word, ta is written like this. A good example is the word teen, which means fig. The letter tha is pronounced like the th in the word three. Since the letter has 3 dots, you can remember it and what sound it makes by thinking of the word three. Voila! Now let's look at how to write tha. Its basic shape is the same as ba and ta, but the placement and number of the dots are different. When tha is written independently, we write like this. A good example is the word athath, which means furniture. As you can see, when it's handwritten, the dots can be written like this. When tha comes at the end of the word, it looks like this. Remember that this little tail here connects tha to the letter preceding it. A good example is the word thalith, which means the third. Tha can also be written independently at the end of the word. A good example is the word thalath, which means 3. When tha is in the middle, it looks like this. Example, kathir, which means a lot. And finally, when tha is at the beginning of the word, it looks like this. Example, thalj, which means ice.
This video was brought to you by the Critical Language Service. Thanks for watching. Please remember to rate, review, comment, and subscribe.